Good morning, 7th grade. Welcome to today's lesson. We are in Unit 6 review. You're almost finished with your book. Unit 6 review, page 78 and 79 in your student book. This is April 16, maybe the last day of lockdown. That would be very good. I hope you are studying and doing homework, and you can join us later today for the live class at 1 o'clock. All right, let's get started. Unit 6, review. This is what the page looks like. This is the conversation from page 74. From earlier. We will skip part 1 and we will go to part 3. Part 3 reviews countable and uncountable nouns. Do you remember uncountable and countable nouns? For example, egg is a countable noun. I can count how many eggs I have in my refrigerator. Maybe I have 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 12 eggs. Maybe I have no eggs. I can count eggs, so it is a countable noun. What about water? Is water a countable or uncountable noun? Water is uncountable. I can't count water. It is uncountable. So when I'm talking about an egg, I could say if it's 1, an egg. If it's more than 1, I would say 8 eggs, or 12 eggs, or 15 eggs. I cannot do this with water. I cannot say 15 water. I do not add an S to water because I can't count water. So instead, I say some water. Some water. Repeat after me. Would you like an egg? No, thank you. Would you like some water? Yes, please. Let's look at these food words. Do you remember all these words? What is this? This is bread. Is bread countable or uncountable? Well, we don't say breads. Bread is uncountable. It is uncountable. I could say I need 3 loaves of bread, or I need some bread. But we never say breads. Bread is uncountable. So let's give it a star. This is uncountable. What is this? These are meatballs. Meatballs. Are meatballs countable or uncountable? Meatballs are countable. I can count. How many are in this picture? There are 7 meatballs. So we will give it a heart. It is countable. It is countable. What is this? This is pizza. Is pizza countable or uncountable? Pizza is also countable. I could have 2 pizzas, 5 pizzas, 1 pizza. So we'll put a heart on it. This is salad. Is salad countable or uncountable? Can I count salad? No, so it is uncountable. Just like bread, salad cannot be counted. We do not really say salads. We say salad or some salad. What is this? This is butter. Is butter countable or uncountable? Butter is uncountable, just like salad and bread. So let's put a star on it. I can't say, here's butters. I must say, here is some butter. Some butter. Okay, what are these? These are kebabs. Are kebabs countable or uncountable? They are countable. I can see in this picture there are 7 kebabs. What about chips? Are chips countable? Yes, I can count chips. Tortillas? Yes, I can count tortillas. What about fish? Are they countable or uncountable? Well, we would actually say some fish. Well, we could say 3 fish. I think that fish are countable. Tortillas are countable, fish are countable, chips are countable. Is water countable? No, water is uncountable. So put a star on it. What about rice? Can you count rice? No, I can't either. Rice is uncountable. So we say some water, some rice, some butter, some salad, some bread. What about spaghetti? Is spaghetti countable? Nope, we say some spaghetti, not 2 spaghettis or 5 spaghettis. We just say some spaghetti. We don't try to count it. What about fruit juice? Just like water, it is uncountable. We say some fruit juice, some water. Now, what about fruit? For fruit, we would also say some fruit. If we have like bananas, then we say 2 bananas. If we have a specific fruit, but if we're just saying fruit in general, we don't say 4 fruits, 5 fruits, 6 fruits. We say some fruit. And vegetables is the same. If I have a specific vegetable like eggplant, that is countable. I can count eggplants. I can say 4 eggplants. But if I'm just using the word vegetable, I can't say 4 vegetables. I must say some vegetables, unless it's a specific one. And what about cheese? Cheese is uncountable, just like bread, butter, salad, spaghetti, fruit juice, water, rice. All of these things we can't really count. So we must say some instead of a number. The ones with a heart are countable. We can count these. So we do not say some, we say a number, like 2 pizzas, 4 meatballs, 5 chips, okay? Now, I will ask you a question. You tell me if this is correct or not. Would you like N bread? This is incorrect. What should I say instead? Would you like some bread? Again, would you like N water? This is incorrect. What should I say instead? Would you like some water? Would you like N salad? Nope. What should I say instead? Some salad. Okay, review these words so you know all of these food names. It's very important. Now, look at your book on part 4. It says, look at the chart, complete the sentences about Maria. If there are 2 checks, it means loves. If there's 1 check, it means likes. If there's 1 X, it means doesn't like. If there are 2 X's, it means hates. Remember these words? Love, like, don't like, and hate. I like something like food, but if I really like it, I love it. I don't like something like spiders. I really don't like it, I hate it. So let's complete these sentences about Maria and about Peter. Look at the chart in your book to complete these. So, first, Maria likes. What does Maria like? Look in your book and find the place that there is one check mark. Here, dance. So remember, when we're using these words, we need to do something to our verb. Maria likes dancing. Remember, we always add ing because it's the second verb. Remember, likes is a verb. The second verb, dance, must have ing. And she loves. What does she love? Look at your book. There are 2 check marks. Maria loves read. And what do I add? Reading. She doesn't like. What doesn't she like? Sing. And what do I do to the verb? Singing. And she hates, 2 X's, next to swim. She hates swimming. Now pause the video and complete Peter's sentences and then click play and we'll see if you're correct. Okay, now that you wrote Peter's, let's write his words in. So Peter hates dancing and doesn't like reading. He likes singing and he loves swimming. Repeat after me. Maria likes dancing and she loves reading. She doesn't like singing and she hates swimming. Peter hates dancing and doesn't like reading. He likes swimming and he likes singing and he loves swimming. Look at page 79. These are activities. If I want to know if you do an activity, I can say, can you, or can she, can he, can I? All right, so I will ask these questions and you answer. Can you dance? Now you can answer, yes, I can, or no, I can't. You can add, I love dancing, I hate dancing, I like dancing, or I don't like dancing, or I'm good at dancing. These are all good options. If someone asks you, can you dance? You can say, yes, I can. No, I can't. If you say, yes, I can, you could also say, I love dancing. Yes, I can. I like dancing. Yes, I can. I'm good at dancing. Or you can say, no, I can't. I hate dancing. No, I can't. I don't like dancing. So you practice. I will ask the question and you answer. Say, yes, I can, or no, I can't. And then add a sentence if you like it, love it, hate it, don't like it, or are good at it. Can you dance? Can you play basketball? Can you cook food? Cook? Can you sing? Can you draw? Can you speak English? Of course. So I will answer some of these. Can you speak English? I could say, yes, I can. I'm good at speaking English. I could say, can you draw? No, I can't. I don't like drawing. Can you cook? Yes, I can. I like cooking. Can you play basketball? No, I can't. I'm not good at playing basketball. Those are all good examples of how you can answer these questions. Repeat after me. Can you dance? Can you play basketball? Can you cook? Can you sing? Can you draw? Can you speak English? When lockdown is over, you can ask these questions to your friends and answer them. That would be good practice. Let's review some comparative adjectives. Look at your book in part 8. Let's do this section here, part 8. It says, write sentences with comparative adjectives. Remember, a comparative adjective is when we have two items. For example, I have a book, I have a phone. My book was $10, my phone was $100. So I can say my phone is more expensive than my book. Repeat after me. My phone is more expensive than my book. My book is 2 years old, my phone is 1 year old. So I can say, my book is older than my phone. My book is older than my phone. So on section 8, it gives you two items and an adjective. Here's an example. Cars, expensive, bicycles. To make it into a sentence, I say cars. I say the to-be verb are. My comparative adjective, more expensive than bicycles. Remember, comparative adjectives, they can be used two ways. So if something is interesting, do I say interestinger or more interesting? Well, it's a long word. Interesting. It has 3 syllables. It's long. So I must say more interesting. Repeat after me. More interesting. What if something is exciting? Do I say excitinger or more exciting? More exciting. What about boring? Boring has 2 syllables, but it's still pretty long. Do I say boringer or more boring? More boring. What about easy? Easy is pretty short. I say easier. For example, for me, English is easier than Kurdish, of course. What's this word? Difficult. How many syllables are in difficult? Difficult. 3 syllables. It's very long. So do I say difficulter or more difficult? More difficult. What about friendly? Friendly has 2 syllables. It's kind of short. Do I say friendlier or more friendly? Well, it's kind of short and it's also kind of long. So actually either one is fine. I could say more friendly or I could say friendlier. Both are good because it's kind of short and it's kind of long. What about this one? Intelligent. Intelligent has 3 syllables. Listen. No, it has 4. Intelligent. It's very long. So I must say more intelligent, not intelligenter. What about nice? Nice is short, so I say nicer. What about expensive? Expensive has 3 syllables, so I say more expensive. What about cheap? Cheaper. And what about useful? For useful, I say more useful, not usefuler. So if it has 3 syllables like interesting, definitely I use more. If it has 1 syllable or 2 syllables, like easy, cheap, nice, I use ER at the end. Sometimes it's hard to know. For example, friendly has 2 syllables. It can be either, both. Useful has 2 syllables, but it's usually more useful instead of usefuler. So this is how we make an adjective comparative. In the same way that in Kurdish, you say mazin, mazintir, mazintirin. This is how we say there are 2 items, one is more of this than another. Now let's complete this section. For example, number 1 is cars are more expensive than bicycles. So we have the first object, to be verb, comparative adjective, then this tricky little word, then, and the last object. So pause the video and complete section 8, and then click play. All right, so now that you're back, let's correct these. So the first one is this jacket is smarter than that one. This jacket is smarter than that one. Number 2, I think Sydney is more beautiful than London. Sydney and London are cities. Sydney is more beautiful than London. Number 3, the red and blue bag is more colorful than the black one. Remember, colorful is long and beautiful is long, so we use more. Number 4, Daniel thinks English is easier than easy is a short word, so we add ER. Smart is a short word, so we add ER. And what is number 5? This book is more interesting than the last one. So we have the first, this book. To be verb is. So all of these have the to be verb. This is, because all the objects are one. One jacket, one city, one bag, one subject, one book. But if we were to say these cars are more expensive than those cars, then our to be verb is are, and instead of this we say these because this is plural. But all of these sentences are singular, so these are your answers. Check your answers to make sure you got them all correct. If you have questions, we can talk about them later today. So those are comparative adjectives. Part 9. This is to test each other, but we are not in class, so we cannot do this. Here's a short conversation. I will read and you repeat. Kebab. Kebabs are nicer than spaghetti. So this is comparing 2 foods. What are the 2 foods? Kebabs and spaghetti. What is the to be verb? Are. This is the verb are. And we use are, not is, because it's plural, more than one kebab. What is our adjective? Nicer. And then we have that tricky little word, than. So you can create some sentences on your own. Create 3 sentences using comparative adjectives and food for homework. For example, I could say, bread is healthier than ice cream. Bread is healthier than ice cream. So what are my 2 items? Bread and ice cream. What is my verb? Is. And what is my adjective? Healthier. Can I say bread is healthier ice cream? No, I must say than ice cream. Another example, I could say salad is nicer than meatballs. Salad is nicer than meatballs. What are my 2 items? Salad and meatballs. What is my verb? Is. And my adjective? Nicer. Now with food, you have to remember some food is countable and some food is uncountable. So let's look at our chart again. What is one countable food? I can count kebabs. So I can count kebabs. So kebabs is plural. I wouldn't say kebab, I would say kebabs. If it's a countable noun, make it plural. So kebabs are hotter than, let's think of another countable noun. Let's say kebabs are bigger than meatballs. So what are my two items? Kebabs and meatballs. Kebabs and meatballs both end in S. They are plural. So when I'm making a statement about two items, I don't say kebab is bigger than meatball. I say it plural. Kebabs are bigger than meatballs. What about this sentence? Salad is nicer than meatballs. Again, both items are plural. Meatballs is plural, salad is plural. But remember, I don't add an S to salads because it's an uncountable noun. Remember when we put the stars and the hearts? Salad, we never say salads. We just say salad. If it's one or if it's many, we say salad. The same with butter. If it's one or many, we say butter. Same with bread. If it's one or many, we just say bread. We don't say breads, butters, salads. So a countable noun is one that we can add an S to. An uncountable noun, we can't count it. We say some before it, but we don't have to add an S. And we don't always need to say some. So in sentences like this, the items are always plural. Bread is plural, ice cream is plural. More than one. But we don't add an S because it's uncountable. We can't count ice cream, we can't count bread. Kebabs and meatballs are also our two objects, but they are plural. So we add an S to meatballs, we add an S to kebabs. So let's try to make two more sentences. Then you will create 3 sentences on your own. For example, let's choose water is nicer than fruit juice. I have 2 objects, water and fruit juice. They are both uncountable. They are plural still, but they are uncountable. I can't count them. So I don't say waters, I don't say fruit juice. But I could say bananas are softer than apples. My 2 objects are bananas and apples. Can you count bananas? Yes. And I want to have plural, so I add an S. Can you count apples? Yes. And so it's plural, I add an S. So in both these sentences, I'm not just saying one item, I'm saying more than one item. I'm saying in general, this item is nicer than this item. This item is softer than this item. The difference is, uncountable nouns, we don't add an S and we don't add some. We just say water is nicer than fruit juice. But if it's countable, we must add an S. Bananas are softer than apples. Notice how the verb is different. We use is with uncountable. We use are with countable. Repeat after me. Water is nicer than fruit juice. Bananas are softer than apples. Okay, create 3 sentences, send them to me so I can correct them. You can also complete the song in your book. Here's a song, and it uses verbs in these spaces. So you will put the correct verb in. Remember, the verb must end in ing. For example, I like listening to the radio. I like watching TV. You're good at playing the piano. I'm good at history. So finish this song. For homework, you can also do your student activity book, Unit 6, review pages 76 and 77. Parts 1, 2, and 5. In part 1, you will match the item with the sentence that it matches. In part 2, complete these conversations in practice. Here is a question. You choose one of the answers, whichever you want, and then practice speaking it. In part 5, look back at Unit 6 and decide how, if you're very good, or okay, at each of these topics that we studied. Send me your homework on WhatsApp, and I'll see you later today for the live class. Good job, everyone, and I'll see you later.